have with us today an unusual person, rather a remarkable person. Mr. Fuller is described as an architect. He is that because of his intense concern with living space. But he is something more than an architect because his obsession is with the architecture of the universe.
I think that we're some kind of final examination as to whether human beings are qualified to take on the responsibility we're designed to be entrusted with. And this is not a matter of examination of the types of governments, nothing to do with politics, nothing to do with the economic system. It's to do with the individual. Does the individual have the courage to really go along with the truth?
Can you just define Buckminster Fuller, like who he was?
Yeah, he was he was often called the Leonardo da Vinci of the 20th century. He took a real intuitive thinking process and applied it toward looking at the Earth as a complete, integrated whole system.
There are a couple of things that just in the simplest way Bucky did. And the one that got me was in a little book called Utopia or Oblivion. And it was this phrase, we now have the resources, technology, and know-how to make the world 100% physical success for everyone without taking it away or destroying our environment. Just that idea shifts the worldview.
Our resources, we now use them the way we've designed them. They can only take care of 44% of humanity. 56% of humanity is doomed to early demise. Therefore, the only way we can possibly take care of our body is through a design revolution, doing more with less. I'm not trying to imitate nature, I'm trying to find the principles she's using.
Only the individuals like Mr. Fuller, living integrated life, could be the representative of the scientific age, which is to leave its influence for thousands of generations to come.
I feel that Maharishi and I have come together, both inspired by how we could turn the advantage towards the many.
So the way you would possibly get to a future like Bucky was seeing was about completely transforming your consciousness, loving one another as yourself, and orienting technology toward the good. So Bucky had a vision, and he saw that we had the resources and technology, but it was premature. It couldn't get applied yet.
Both these things, knowledge and experience, makes life fuller.
One of the things I've learned about being part of this movement for the last 40 years is that we have seed ideas and we plant them. And sometimes it looks like they're not going to work, but they're growing behind your back, so to speak. Many of us in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and on have planted these viable seeds.